What's up, everybody? It's Chris from Runway Audio, and today we're going to be walking you through our Royal Blood HX Stomp preset. This is based off of one of their more popular songs, Out of the Black. If you're familiar with Royal Blood, you know that they kind of have a quirky live setup. It's a drummer and a bass player. The bass player runs an octave split, kind of covering guitar and bass parts. So I tried to emulate that as best as I could with the limited space that we have on the HX Stomp. So let's get into it. This top chain right here is going to be our bass sound. So the first thing we have in the chain, let me mute the guitar signal real quick. It's going to be a drive pedal. I'm just using this top secret overdrive. Pretty simple control-wise, pretty heavy on the gain. And here's what it sounds like. So that's with the gain on, that's with the distortion pedal off. Yeah, so just a pretty dry bass signal. That distortion pedal just gives it a little bit of grit. And then lastly, what I've got going on is a deluxe comp at the end. Pretty mild compression, just a ratio of 3:1. Fast attack, slow release. Got the threshold set pretty low, just so it does a good bit of squashing. The reason I have that is because it seems to get a little bit flubby when you run the distortion pedals through the bass into a bass amp, so it really just tightens it up. So here's what that sounds like with the compression off. Right, throw the compressor on. Just cleans it up a little. So moving on, we will go to the guitar signal. Obviously, the first thing that's going to happen in there is going to be this pitch shift. I'm just using the Digitech copy on here. I've just got it set to 100% mix with the full octave up, as you can see. And then I'm running into the Rat on here, and that just gives it a little bit of extra hair, into the British J45 sound, which is kind of going to be in that like Bassman world, which I think is pretty similar to what they use. So here's what the guitar signal sounded like. Yeah, so pretty thin sounding, not a lot of content in the low end. I kind of kept it that way just so you could get a little bit of separation between the bass and the guitar tracks when you're playing everything together. It doesn't get crazy muddy as it tends to do when you're running 2 octaves. So this is what it sounds like all together. Yeah. That's the whole thing. The last thing I did in here was allow the ability to run your bass channel and your guitar signal separately. And the way I did that is I went into this mix block. I took the left output, panned it all the way to the left. That's going to be your bass signal. Took the guitar signal and pushed it all the way right. So if you're running 2 outputs, your first signal will be the bass. The second signal will be the guitar, and if you're playing in a live situation or tracking with it, that just gives you the ability to kind of gain those up independently and mix those on their own as opposed to having one signal. If you're in a situation where you don't need that, it will sum to mono if you're only using the left output. Now, that's not something that's going to be on all the time, but that's just kind of nice to have, gives you that added level of control. Also, what I did with the foot switches was give you the ability to mute the guitar and the bass signal. So that first foot switch is going to turn on and off the bass mix. Right, so that's off now. Click the switch, bass comes in. Second foot switch, it's on right now. Click it off. Just the bass, back on. So if you're jamming with some of your buddies, playing live with it, it just gives you the ability to switch in and out of the octave up and octave down tones. That's about all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to keep your eyes peeled for more HX Stomp videos and presets from us. Sure to like and subscribe. Tons of gear content headed your guys' way on the YouTube channel, and make sure to head over to our website. Find yourself your new favorite cable. Thanks so much, guys.